Well, no one told me about the way she lied. Well, no one told me about how many people cry. Well, no one told me about the way she lied. Well, no one told me about how many people cry.
It's Monday afternoon and I have been on the run all morning, ripping and running, doing some errands. But I have sushi for lunch and some miso soup. Got my bottled water. And yeah, I have worked out this morning and right from there, literally, have just been running errands. So I'm getting ready to enjoy some lunch and I'll check in later. Oh, by the way, those are sweet potato rolls. That's the spicy crab roll. And then this one, I think is the shrimp crunch roll, I believe. But yeah, yummers. My little treat is from Whole Foods, and I think this one is the Kahlua, and it's like a little miniature cheesecake. It actually looks a lot bigger on camera, but it's not big. It's pretty tiny, and it's so good. I love their little miniature, like bite-sized cheesecakes. It's so good. Good morning. It's Thursday, February 15th. I'm on my way to make a return of some stuff we didn't use for the bridal shower. Then I gotta go to the post office to drop off that old broke phone so it can go back to Samsung. And then I have to ship this off for my husband. So here we go, getting my day started. It is now 10:01 and I'm already running behind. Check in later. Got my husband some takeout. Got me the key lime mango cheesecake. It's so good. Got him the chicken crusted parmesan something. My cheesecake is lit. Getting ready for the snow blizzard. It's putting groceries away. I love cooking comfort food on snow days, so I'm gonna make a manicotti but with my spin on it. And I'm using this ground turkey that I get that I really love because the turkeys was raised with no antibiotics, no added hormones or steroids, and was on a vegetarian diet. And I'm also going to be using this Italian chicken sausage, and I kind of mix the two together. So I'm going to use the garlic to saute the pan, which I've been using garlic to saute and infuse the cooking oil in almost like every dish that I make lately. It's like so good. And I am going to use this tomato, basil, and garlic sauce. And this is the manicotti. And I'll show you how I make the filling and stuff. And of course, it's going to be topped with cheese. Kind of like the picture. But yeah, love making this. My husband loves it. My daughter loves it. So yeah, I'm going to get started now. So here are the seasonings that I'm going to be using. Basil, garlic powder, black pepper, and of course, Italian spices or seasonings. And I'm also going to be using a little bit of salt, just a very little. And here is the Italian chicken sausage all diced up. And I am getting ready to cook the meat. And here is the garlic, just infusing oil just to give it a lot of garlic flavor. So I'm getting ready to throw the turkey meat. And then shortly after that starts cooking, I'll throw in the Italian chicken sausage. So we'll keep you posted. So the water is just about ready to, so I can throw the manicotti pasta in there. And then over here I have the ground turkey meat kind of simmering and cooking. Not simmering, we're not there yet, but cooking on one side. And then I have the Italian chicken sausage kind of like on the other side. Eventually I'm going to mix it together, but right now I'm just kind of trying to cook the ground turkey meat down. It was a little bit frozen, so just making sure that ice is melting down in there. And as you can see, I wasn't too heavy on the spices because the tomato sauce has spices in it too, but I like my food to have flavor, so I used just enough, like, I don't know, a pinch, you know. I didn't go in too hard, so. But yeah, I'm getting ready to put the manicotti pasta in. I'm gonna finish stirring this up, and then I'm gonna show you all how it looks once this part of it is cooked. And then I'm also going to show you how I, prepared the filling for the manicotti. So I'll be checking back in. So the manicotti pasta is now cooking, and the meat, which is going to be a part of the filling. And remember, I said this is manicotti with my spin on it. So this is the way I do it. With the original recipe, I don't believe you use meat as a filling, but it's just something that I came up with. It's kind of like lasagna, but to me a little bit better. So yeah, you don't have to use meat. You can just skip this whole part, especially if you're a vegetarian. But I use mine with this meat filling, and I just love it so much. So I'm getting ready. Ooh, it's lit. I'm getting ready to take the 3 pieces of garlic out, and then I'm going to prepare the filling, and I'll get the camera set up so you can just see how I mix that up. Alrighty, check in a few. So I forgot to add the spinach, so I just repeated the process, throwing my garlic in, infusing it with the oil, and just put the spinach in, and then I'm going to put the meat back in the pan with the spinach and just let it all simmer for a little bit so they can marry each other and come as one in terms of flavor, that is. So yeah, I can't believe I forgot to do that. But it's just more pieces of garlic I can eat. And it's so good because garlic, especially this flu season, is so bad. And then we're going into spring season, which is really bad for my sinus and allergies. So garlic, like, boosts your immune system, like, so good. So the more garlic, the better. So I'm getting ready to add meat in here with it. Okay, and now it's right. So I put the fire on really, really low since the meat was already done. You know, I don't need it cooking really anymore. So I just have it really, really down low, you know, just enough for this to simmer for a little bit. But I'm not going to keep it in here very long because, as I said, the meat is done and I do not want the meat to get, like, overcooked. So this will only be in here for maybe not even another minute. So we'll check back in when I'm ready to make the sauce. And the pasta is looking really good. That should be done really, really soon. So I had to speed the footage up because this vlog would have been entirely too long. So what I have there is 3 containers. I believe it was 15 ounces of ricotta cheese. And that, of course, is the cooked meat. And right here I have 2 eggs beat. And I'm getting ready to mix everything together. So you will see momentarily how I combine all of these ingredients together. Like so. Just adding that ricotta. I thought I wasn't going to need all 3 of them, but turns out I did. And it did end up making a lot of filling, so I had to make some more manicotti ravioli, as you will see later. So I end up making like 2 full pans. But I always enjoy sharing my food with my friends. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. So it's all good. And plus Italian food, especially, you know, any type of pasta dish, it freezes so well. You can use Ziploc bags, or I like to use foil, and I like to make sure that the foil is tightly sealed and put it in your freezer. And whenever you're ready to eat it, just let it thaw out for a little bit and throw it in the oven and you're good to go. So right here, I'm just rolling the ravioli. And as I was talking, I meant to mention that right now, I'm just doing this little trick. It's just easier for me instead of like filling, you know, all of the manicottis. I just like to take a little knife, cut it right down the middle, and you can even, you really don't have to use a knife. You can do this with your fingernail, just kind of go right down the line and then open them up, fill it, and then I kind of roll it like an enchilada. And I just find that this way is quicker for me, and it's just easier. Like when I used to fill them, I was just like, you know what, this is taking way too long. To me, this is just so much easier, and you're going to get the same results. At least in my opinion, this method works for me, so maybe it'll work for you.
We got this bottle of champagne to ourselves. Drink all we want, forget about everything else. And I want to remember this moment for life. So that's all of that meat filling left. That's why I was like, I'm gonna have to make some more manicotti because it was a lot. So right now I am getting ready to top it with the sauce and the cheese. Normally I like to use that Italian fine shredded cheese, but the market that I pick it up from, which is Aldi's, they were out of that. So I just used the rest of what I had in the refrigerator, and then I used like some pizza mozzarella cheese that worked, you know, just the same. And right now, like I said, I'm just adding the sauce first, and you want to make sure that you get that sauce all in the crevices, the nooks, the crannies. Just make sure you get it all in there because you want them to be nicely moist. You don't want them to be baking dry because that would just make the manicotti
you know, hard, and you don't want that. So you just want to make sure that you get the sauce all in there so that they're nicely moist. And now I'm getting ready to add the, I guess I'm doing the Italian fine shredded one. Yes, I'm not doing that one first. I'm doing the pizza mozzarella cheese first. And the only difference is it's not shredded as fine as the other one. But again, they were out of that cheese. I guess it's pretty popular. So they didn't have any more. So I had to work with what I had. And now I'm just adding the rest. But it was cool because I had enough in that package that I was able to use some on both trays. So that all worked out. So you just want to make sure that you get that cheese on there so it's nice and cheesy. Get it all spread out very nicely. And these are the results. And now it's getting ready to bake in the oven. Is this my first? Yeah, I think this is just another shot of the first tray because again, I had so much meat filling left over that I was able to make another whole tray. And you will see that momentarily. So there's the first pan all done, and it's so delicious. It turned out so good. And then I have my manicotti and sauce cooking for the second dish. And that's my beautiful daughter. She's such a great helper. She prepared the Caesar salad, and everything just turned out so delicious. And that is the second and last pan that's getting ready to go into the oven shortly. And that's just me looking at the snow. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness, it's just amazing and relaxing to watch the snow fall. Things I love about living back east.
Drink all we won't forget about everything else. And I want to remember this moment for life, yeah. The look you gave me was staring in my eyes, and I'm never gonna let